So, some news. Tumultuous Entropy is, as of now, deceased. 86. No more TikTok. Well, I mean, there's Deep Tentacle, Hour of Our Death, Tumultuous Fitness, Tumultuous Cooking, Tumultuous, just the word with a zero for the second O. Deep Tentacle, I don't know if I mentioned that. And who else is there? Oh, yeah, Airy Centuri. All of those accounts are also me. That's just TikTok. Then I have the Instagram, then I have this. But this is where I'm going to focus most of my work because I should start taking it as such. You see, TikTok was very off the hip. What came to my mind, like spontaneously. And what's interesting, and it just happened, and I literally, this is like my habit of shooting from the hip. But my grandmother called me from Russia, and it's 5:46. So add 8 hours to 5:46. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock. It's 1:46 in the morning over there. She says she can't sleep because she's worried about me. She wanted to give me a call. I'm like, I'm fine, everything's good. But of course, on the news over there in Russia, they're saying all kinds of shit about America. Like, it's burning, COVID's ramping around the streets, taking over people's lives. Like, it's all kinds of, Putin's fucking bananas. But it is what it is. So, she calls me up, and I was like, no, I'm good, everything's fine. Like, whatever. And then she's like, we started talking about something, and I told her about the disclosure about the 180 days, because my grandfather was the person that told me that when the Americans went to the moon, there was a spaceship hovering the whole time, making sure they weren't using nukes in space. And he told me this when I was like 5. I still remember it. And I told her about the fact that I, said this on TikTok and whatever. And she's like, wow, really? Do you remember that? I was like, of course. And then I told her that she's like, I want you to be safe, blah, 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 blah. And she kept saying, like, I want you to not be cold. She goes, I want you to be well fed and well clothed, and your apartment stays warm. And that reminded me because I have like a couple of spirits, I guess, in my thing. So like I told her about it. And I told her whenever I talk about things like this, shit starts happening. And she was talking to me WhatsApp on audio, right? And then so I say goodbye, blah, blah, blah. I send her a couple of those documents that were released of the anti-gravity little engine there, this thing right here, which is what I'm going to go over in YouTube, but just for the sake of argument, I'll show you. So this thing, and then she calls me back video just now, and she goes, what did you mean by that? Things start to fall. So I explained to her, like when I was making the video on YouTube about the loop, remember? And then something fell, and I was like, I didn't drop that. So I told her that, and this entire time, at 1:46 in the morning, my, I think, 80-year-old grandma, or 70-year-old grandma, I don't even remember how old she is, she had this smile on her face. But it wasn't a smile like I'm happy to see you smile, which she normally has. It was like that smirk that Elon Musk has when he talks about shit. That smirk that Donald Trump has when he talks about shit. That like, you guys don't fucking know, but, same fucking look. I know now that whatever I thought about myself is like probably just a fraction of what's actually the deal. And I don't know who I am. I don't know what I mean. And look at this, I'm getting fucking chills. Whoo, that's a big one. I don't know who I am. I don't know what exactly, but I know that I'm something. So there, pat my own back, toot my own horn, whatever. I don't care if you think I'm egotistical. I'm not saying I'm going to save the world or change it. Hopefully I do it for the better, Hopefully I'm not the fucking Antichrist. However, I do know that I'm just not one of the sheeple just grazing upon this little grassy knoll that we have of an earth here. I know that there's something inside of here and here that's significant, and so does she. And everyone that does, countless TikTokers have told me that, remember who you are. One guy just keeps saying, remember who you are, remember who you are. I'm like, I fucking can't, And then somebody else said, I know who you are. And I know what you're capable of, and I know your powers, he said. But I can't tell you because you have to figure out for yourself. And that was probably the most exciting thing I've ever heard. I don't want him to tell me. I want to figure out for myself. Hopefully I do it sooner rather than later, so I could use it to, perpetuate this entire planet into a better state of vibration. But till then, I guess we'll just have to wait. But her calling me though right now, in the middle of all this, and then me telling her all that, and her calling me back just to ask a couple of questions and then give me a smirk, laugh about it. Yeah. So how about that shit?